and I've used cursor and really changed a lot of the kanji JSONs. If you have been following, you probably know it already. If you don't, then I needed, like, I wanted to add like a lot of kanjis to the. I needed a lot of words to the kanjis, right? So I was like, how I'm gonna do it? So one way I was doing it was the wrong way actually, but it taught me a lot of things. I was scraping YouTube videos using Whisper, right? For example, let me show you. Whisper. So it has like its own workflow, right? So I have, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to like use AI to right. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use AI to do this, right? So I'm trying to generate pictures from my app asset, right? I want to automate that, and that I was able to do using Comfy UI workflow, right? I was able to do that using Comfy UI. And let me take like a picture of that, right? Basically, if I go to YouTube, go to my channel and all the live stuff I've been doing. So let's take a look at that, right? Someone asked me on YouTube like how to build all this on Twitter probably, and I've given them that. So that's like that, right? Generate pictures. So that's using Comfy UI. So I've generated all the pictures from my app asset. Okay. Now, it's quite important because I have a couple of ideas in my head, right? And the main problem, the structure of those apps are very simple. It's like a page. Let me start my app. Right? It's basically one page, a list, and then you click on the list and you go to the item, like the detail page. That's basically it, right? It's just really simple to make. It's not that difficult. But the problem, and then there's like a bit of a business logic, right? But the problem with that is, and the problem with these apps that I have in my mind are, actually, I don't like seeing my mug. You know, it's weird. I don't like seeing myself. You know, I wonder if other people likes it. Right, my poor wife. But anyway, it's like, okay, so generate pictures using, that's like, because all these apps I have, number one, the app I'm making right now is a language learning app, right? So for language learning, it is really important, right, to have these pictures. And let's say for 10,000 or 20,000 pictures, 20,000 words, like let's say 10,000 words, let's take 10,000 words, right? When people does like Anki decks, they have like 2K, 6K, they call it, which is 2,000 words or 6,000 words. So basically, first you want to learn like at least 1,000 words in any language. That's my middle one. Right. So basically, you want to learn at least like 500 to 100 words, 1,000 words first in any language, right? And then from there, go to at least 2,000. Then you have like, you're gonna get around, like even that's like broken language, right? You will be able to like get around that. And then after that, the more words you learn is 6,000, 10,000. So 10,000 is like, in my eyes, like 2,000. Like, it doesn't matter what I think, right? The Japanese language industry, they have like, okay, 2,000 words. They have like a list. Okay, if you want to learn Japanese, at least you need to learn at least it's 2,000 words. So let's say I have just picked that number 10,000, right? And obviously it's not going to be 10,000 if you want to go like at the deeper level and understand like poetry and all that. For example, Shakespeare or Lord of the Rings, right? If you just want to watch Lord of the Rings and enjoy it like to the full, then, or Foundation, which was a book that I read when I was young, was just a teenager, right? Foundation. And Lord of the Rings, all these books I read like when I was young. But so then you need way more words, like 50,000, 60,000. Like if you put up a dictionary, then there's at least 200,000 words in there. So why'd you start? So if you pick even 10,000 words or 2,000 words, that's a lot of pictures. A lot of pictures like this I'll have to build. How I'm gonna build it, right? So that's the main problem, to say you, right? So that's the problem. So AI solves the problem very elegantly, which is it's gonna generate my pictures for me. So this is the workflow for that, right? So AI workflows. So generate pictures from my app assets. The thing is, it has opened up. It has opened up a lot of a Pandora's box for me. Because once you know how to generate pictures, once you can handle all this, like all these nodes and all that, right? Once you've learned it to a certain degree, I think I know like 20%, I can get a lot of pictures out, but there's like ton of stuff you can do, right? Yeah. And that opened up like a Pandora's box for me, okay? Because I'm thinking, can I generate my YouTube thumbnails? Do you get me? Because if I can generate my YouTube thumbnails, I can open it up for other people. That's it. Just YouTube, just put up your picture, type some words, generate the rest of it. YouTube thumbnails. Boom. Problem solved, right? AI, an app. You know, you pay as you go for credits. So 10 pictures, whatever amount. So I'm like, yo, that's a good business. LinkedIn carousels. Can I build that? I don't know. Like some text, I think I can with Flux, right? But I'll have to train. So that's like one more level. It's not 20% of this comfy UI stuff. I'll have to learn how to train it. Okay, cool. But if I can do it, it's definitely it's coming, right? AI generated stuff. Hey, just give the pictures and give your photos and generate all those, right? So generate like LinkedIn. So generate LinkedIn carousels, right? That's like one thing. Okay, cool. Generate LinkedIn carousels. Just a sec. Yeah, I just plugged in my phone. Didn't have any charge, so I plugged in my phone into the iMac. Right. So generate that, like LinkedIn carousels. What about matte paintings? Because now, if you generate matte paintings, like let me show you. Right. So these are matte paintings. So that's a cool workflow. I want that. Do you know that? So that's another workflow. actually, I was actually approached by someone. Like they were like, "Hey, we want to generate. It's expensive to hire people, and can you make this for us?" Right? I haven't talked to them again, and I was like, "Yeah, cool, cool." And then a lot of people are like doing a lot of stuff. So like, so this has opened up like a Pandora's box for me. And obviously there's like icons generated, like AI icons for your app, right? Whatever all these, like icons, you can generate all of these and provide it for free. Because this is, I think you need to pay for it, right? So I'm thinking, you know, this is cool, but like, can I download this? So some of PNG is free, SVG and PDF is not free anymore. So AI icons, that's like, okay, cool. I wonder why is my another node is not coming up. Right? So I'm thinking, right, let me close it and open it up back again. Right, yeah, idea. So I was in my car and I was like putting all this, like writing all this, right? Because it opened up like a Pandora's box for me, really. And I'm like, what should I do with these ideas? Okay, because there's with just this workflow that I was able to do, I can do all this. I can create icons. I'll just show you. App logos, right? Icons for like web and stuff. So app logos. So if generating app logos, that's how I got this app, this logo, by the way. If you can see, it's Bundai. And this logo, that's how I got this. And it generated all of it, like using ChatGPT. So I'm thinking, okay, is that a thing called AI app logos, right? In-app assets, I don't want to do that, but because that's too big. But it's working really well for me. Okay, cool. So for me, I have this workflow I'm doing is for three stuff. For language app, I need like at least 10,000, 10K pictures. You can't see that. Let me make it bigger. Right? So language app, you have like 10,000 pictures. So I can just run a node script and call this API, right? I can just run a node script and call this, and it's going to generate whatever the picture it is for me, whatever I want. Controlling it is a bit difficult, as you have seen from my previous, my previous streams. But that's like one workflow, and I've gotten this. I can use the same workflow, right, for something else, which is a Dreams app. So that's like the book I'm gonna use. It's a huge book. The PDF is huge. It's like 1,000-year-old book, but it's so accurate, and I've been using that to like understand my dreams better. And it's really symbolic how dreams work, but it's really well explained with pictures. For example, riding a lion. What does it mean? If you're riding a lion, that means you will become, you'll be in a post or a role which is super powerful. So either a mayor or like whatever the equivalent of being a mayor for your cases, right? For example, a CTO or CEO or like a powerful, strong person who manages people, stuff like that. What if you see you're riding a fish or riding something else, a pig? What does it mean, right? So in the dream world, it's really crazy, and that's like I don't know how many pictures in there, 100K pictures at least, and then on-demand ones, right? So that's like these apps are now possible because of this workflow, right? Otherwise these apps are just basic list, like a list, and then the detail page with some words, and there's like tons of them in the market already. Okay, so right, so I'm like, okay, cool. What is the other one? Can't remember. There was like a third app that are like asset heavy, right? That's like one workflow. Okay. What's the second workflow, right? Second workflow is running Olama. Second workflow is this: when you run some over here and run Olama down here, like in your terminal, either in this or in Grok using a different server, or in your own PC, like I'm doing right now, and then have a Node app to call this app. Let me show you. Right. Make LLM. Right. I wonder if it'll work. Make LLM. What's the other one? Make Furigana LLM. Yeah. What am I asking it? So I'm asking like to give me like readings of like different words. So if I have, let's go to one more page up. So let's see. You have like, that's one of the things I did. So if I do like node make LLM, you have to go inside like production data. Node, sorry, scripts, make LLM. So once you do that, like, that's like, wait a sec, copy, scripts, make LLM, node make LLM. Hopefully it works. Can't find Axios. Hold on a sec. Should have. Why don't I have Axios? Okay. No problem. Yarn add Axios. Right. It's not like making a request right now, but the idea is when you have like Ollama up and running, and then you ask it, what's the thing on? Something, and it like give me the furigana reading for the kanji. Oh, it's not that. Kanji words. Right, so I'm asking it that, and the kanji is mizu. And Ruby text is notation system, right? Mizu, and like I would use I would use like this, and like, hey, and I would ask it like to give it like oh 3.1. I think it should node. Yeah. So if I run this node script, right, and then it calls this LLM, okay, calls this element that is running on my PC. You know what? Let me close different ones. Call this element running on my PC, and this gives me all the kanjis, right? It gives me all the kanjis that I've asked it to do. The thing is, I don't have to do it. I found like a better workflow. I don't have to ask an LLM to, right? Because sometimes it's not really right. But I don't have to ask an LLM. I could just go into a dictionary because the word's already there. I don't have to utilize an LLM's power to do this for me, right? But that's like the second workflow, okay? Actually, let me take like a smaller picture. But this is too big. So the first workflow is generate pictures from my app asset. And the second workflow is generate text, which is the LLM does, right? So I bit it into what I wanted to do, which is a server and a node script, which is calling it, right? So there's the two things that I've done. And now I'm thinking, hey, so what can I do with it? So right? So with, I've already shown you like, hey, LinkedIn and Twitter banner, if I could generate that. So that's like an app on its own. Profile picture, there's already a couple of them. And these are really easy to, so we're gonna see like hundreds of them popping up, but they're gonna make some money, that's for sure. So I'm thinking if I should do that. And then there's like the shorts parallax thing with anime. I don't know if it was the point of it. App UI generator, give me like a app UI. Hey all, like let's go to CVTI and see if they have like an app UI thing going on, right? So has someone done it? Like app icons, that's already those ones, right? Glass morphism, that's like, you know, so it's like all glass-like ones. Are you gonna use it? Will you pay for it? How much you pay for it? These are the questions, but this is definitely doable. I mean, in the sea of these titty pictures, these are actually some very valuable business thing that we can do, right? And this is like even last year's stuff. This is not even this year's. This is like last year's stuff. UI app icons. Replicate model link. Yeah, icon generator. It's like it's AI startup kit is even doing it for you because it's that easy. Obviously. Startup templates bundle. So it's doing it because they're probably like hairstyles AI, QR code generator, AI web app templates. So they have made it and now they're selling it for like $30, which is basically like, hey, if you want an image generator, you can utilize this. And basically all you're doing is calling this a replicate model. That's it, really. Calling such. That's a replicate model, and it's like call Heroku. It's like call Heroku and or like put something in a digital ocean and get your stuff done. It's the same way as that. It's even easier now because the LLM, we're not writing much business logic for the LLM. It's like a black box. At best, we're training it. Do you know? So these stuff, refine steps and all that, that's the same thing we have in here in these pictures. There's the same stuff in here. The two like steps and all that, this is same stuff we have here. So you put it up in replicate, call it from a front end, and I'm like, what am I trying to do in an old school manner for this app? Like trying to do all this, right? So it's like generate 1,000 Hiragana words and generate 1,000 pictures. Now I'm at, hey, I'm gonna generate 10,000 pictures, right? And I'm thinking what to do. I'm lost, brothers. I'm lost. I'm like, yo, what's this AI gold rush thing going on? And I didn't look at it before. I'm like a Web 2 guy, right? I'm just I make apps for people. That's what I've been doing for past 10 years. But now AI is here. I'm thinking, what should I do, man? And now that I'm delving into these workflows, that's even crazy talk. Okay, let's show you like the third workflow. Like I've gotten like few workflows going on right now. And so it's like 1, 2, generate texts. Generate text from a Node app. So generate pictures from a Node app. So it's a Node app to Comfy UI. So Node app to Comfy UI, and then is actually, hold on for a sec. Just a sec. Let me change few the title of the stuff, because I'm not doing using cursor and JSON. I'm doing something else. Right, because I've done like a lot of JSON cleaning with cursor. That's what I've been doing. But there's like a couple of workflows that's going on, and I'm wondering, like, I'm just amazed at the power